wherever you go, however you go. For energy on the go, it's got to be 5-Hour Energy. It works fast, it works long, it tastes good, and with 0 sugar and 4 calories, there's nothing holding you back. Fits your pocket, fits your backpack, fits your on-the-go life, whether you're going to work, going on vacation, or just going out with friends. 5-Hour Energy. Energy on the go. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show. The Lizy-T Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new. And now welcome the amazing Lizy-T. Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show. The Lizy-T Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new. And now welcome the amazing Lizy-T.
Hello, and welcome, everyone. I am your host and one of the producers of the Lizy-T Radio Show. We are live today. It is a regular time, 7 o'clock Toronto time, and we are giving you a very, very special show. And I would say a little bit touching. I just got the particulars about this show today, and it is a touchy subject. It is definitely, as a mother, it is difficult. It doesn't matter how you put it, and how you go about it, and how you think and rethink to have a child pass away. It is a pain that no mother should ever go through. But before I bring my guest on, her name is Naomi, by the way. I need to take my couple of minutes of your precious time, as I always do, to thank my listeners. We have over 58 countries listening to us worldwide, if not here only in Canada, but also in beautiful United States. Our friends, brothers, and sisters from the States. We have people listening in Australia. We have people listening all over Europe. And I have Africa and Asia, and the list goes on. I cannot name every single country like I used to 3 years ago, and that's how long we've been in the air. It's our third anniversary, actually, this February was, and my birthday is coming up as well, same as my guest's son's birthday is. Now, I would like to thank you for your support. I would like to thank you for your dedication, for the emails and comments on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has been growing and a considerable amount. We have now in Toronto going to our YouTube channel, which we not only do interviews over the radio, but we are also interviews right here in Toronto via our YouTube channel. So thank you so much for your support, everyone. Thank you so much for your dedication, and thank you so much for continuing on twittering and liking following, and that you guys deserve a huge round of applause because without you, without your contribution, this show would not be possible. And talking about contribution, we do have 3 sponsors for the Lizy-T-Show this year, and I'm very honored that is going on. As a matter of fact, we just got a 4th sponsor. So Nature Nova, it is one of our sponsors, been going on for the last 3 years. Also, we have Natasha Bridgman, which is a financial consultant here in Toronto. We have the cleaning services and Toronto Cleaning Services as well. And last but not least, Woman on Fire. It is an organization here in Toronto which honors women like me and you, simple women that do what they love to do, either help in the community, have their own businesses, or even overcome trauma when they have gone through abuse and things like that, and now they are having a better life due to that circumstance, and they're doing great. So Woman on Fire honors those women, and every single year they have a gala here in Toronto, and there is the Woman on Fire. I cover this event every single year, and I'm very honored to do so. But this year is a little bit special because I've been nominated myself for Business Women of the Year award. I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing this because I do mention to the founder of Woman on Fire, Allison Harvey, that I will be covering the event as always, interviewing all the nominees, videoing the venue, and taking pictures of the food, and taking a lot of videos of the event. There's a lot of music, a lot of amazing speakers. But I'm also going to be one of the nominees, and I'm going to have to split myself in 2, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing this, but I know I have to do it. So thank you for your nomination. Thank you so much, Alice Harvey, for this wonderful event that you have created and to honor women like ourselves that are doing just a simple job as being a mother, as being a business person, or even help in the community. Thank you. Applause goes to you. And right after the interview, we have our musical section, everyone. Do not forget that we have songs that are being sent to us via our email. By the way, if you would like to submit your MP3, send it to show@lizy-t.com, show@lizy-t.com, and I will be happy to play right after our interview. We have about half an hour of music, and we are going to be playing music that you have sent to us, different genre and different variety and different cultures and different languages. So, and we will be playing the song from Noemi son that has passed away. So we will be cutting for one word of my sponsor, everyone. Just get ready. If you would like to call us in to interact with us, we would love to have you. Not a problem. We love interaction. 215-383-5705. 215-383-5705 is the number to call. Just mention your name, the reason, the question, or even the comment, or even just to say hello. We'd love to have you interact with us. I'll be right back. I am your host and the producer, one of the producers of the Lizy-T-Show.
Lizy-T Radio Show is sponsored by NatureNova.ca, where dreams, memories, imagination, and discovery soar. Nature Nova is all about wildlife adventure, outdoor discovery, nature interpretation, and image originality. Nature Nova offers dynamic nature programs and presentations for schools, museums, libraries, nature centers, and special interest groups of all kinds. Be sure to visit naturenova.ca and book your special program or presentation today.
Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show. The Lizy-T.
Hello, everyone. I am back, and I have with me Noemi. With it's a mother, it's a loving mother, which will definitely like to honor her son due to unforeseen circumstances. He is not longer with us, and I have to tell you, if we are get a little bit emotional in this show, is completely understandable. I got my tissue, and it is definitely going to be a very emotional episode, and I'm warning you, and I want to thank her for having the courage to come here and to talk about her son. Her name is Sean. His name is Sean, and let's welcome her to the show. Hello, Noemi, and welcome to the Lizy-T Radio Show. How are you doing today?
Well, how are you doing is a very hard question for me to digest right about. But I'm trying to make it. And I would like to thank you on behalf of my son, who was a hip-hop artist, went by the name of Sean Kais Mason, or Sean M., or Sean Mason. And, again, like I say, he was a hip-hop artist. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity and your platform to talk about what happened and his legacy, to continue on his legacy of music that he had worked so hard to get it out there online. You can Google Sean Kais Mason, and his music is on iTunes, Spotify, mostly all the music stream, YouTube. What else? Apple Music.
I have the list, and we will share everything with my audience. One of the things that I wanted to go back, Naomi, and touch a little bit of the happy moments that you had with Sean. As you mentioned, he was a very, very good artist. He was very dedicated, very this was his life. Can you tell us a little bit about when he first started and when you first noticed that your son Sean had the inclination of being this amazing artist? How old was he, and who do you think inspired him to become that amazing artist that he was up to a little while ago?
Well, when he was like 2 years old, he was so engulfed with the music. And I just recall when I had brought him his first toy tape recorder, which is no longer in existence right now, but his Walkman, as they called it back then. And, he would walk around playing his music, and then I brought him a guitar with a microphone, and he was so much in love with music. So I would say at the age of 2, he would go around singing.
Wow.
And, yeah,
That's amazing. So at 2 years old, you saw that he had this gift, and then that he was in love with music. And what kind of encouragement? I assume, because look at you right now, even after he's no longer with us, you are continuing this legacy. Obviously, you were very proud. And a lot of parents, I have to say, they're not very supportive. They see this as you should go to law school, you should become a doctor, you should become, whatever. But music is, it's very challenging. It's very competitive. What was the encouragement that you gave him? And for mothers out there too, listening to this show, as I mentioned earlier, we have over 58 countries listening to the Lizy-T Show. If not now live, later on, what kind of encouragement will you give to mothers out there that they see a potential, see that their kid is good being something? It doesn't have to be singer musician, but what kind of encouragement did you give your son, and would you say that you would relate our audience or other parents that are listening to us right now?
Well, I will give them to believe in your child, and and believe in their dreams, because you don't want to later on regret that you did not give them that support. And I just recall when I was younger, and my mom didn't give me the support like I gave my son. Or the encouragement of your dreams. I believe that when you have a talent or gift, you can make that gift and talent or become your hobby and become your career if you have the correct support behind you. And I just recall when I was in college, and I used to take my son to college with me. And I had this one course that he really liked. I had a music appreciation course. And he had really got in tune with their music appreciation because I had to play like all type of genre of music, And I would take him to college with me with this music appreciation course. And he would sit down, I used to play classical music, opera, you name it, Baroque, back in the Baroque period. So he just was like so interested, and would ask questions about the different types of music. So as he got older, he really knew how to appreciate music. I was the one who just listened to jazz and club music. So, when he got older, he was not a stranger to different genre of music, And when he went away to camp, and he got exposed to more music with some of the campers. He went to like rock and jazz, So
that's so cool. And good for you, Naomi, for encouraging and for following up and being there with him, for him as well. I mean, a lot of parents that are listening to us right now, guys, take note, because it depends a lot on the parents. Believe it or not, whatever we do, however we act with our children, with our sons or daughter, that's who they are going to become. A stronger person or not a stronger person, how you guide them. Now, how old was that? I mean, he had a breakthrough. I mean, he was happening, and I see on YouTube that he had a couple of songs, 3 songs, as a matter of fact. We will be playing one, and did he get discovered? I mean, he is definitely a songwriter. He was doing his own thing. Did somebody discover him, or he just decided to go on his own record label and do his own thing? How did the solos came about?
Well, before it happened, that week before his life was taken, he came, to the house, and he was like, Mom, I think I finally got a record deal. And I said, oh, really? Because, he had a project he was working on, and I had a project, and we was at the same accord because I'm a self-published author, and I'm a poet, which my stuff is also all online. So that same year, we was like thinking on the same pattern. He like, I'm gonna release my mixtape out in June. I released my book out in May. So around July when it happened, he like, Ma, I finally got a record deal, and he like, I have a video shoot for my other music. And I said, okay, that's great. And then I said, he did too.
Take a big breath, hon, and I understand It must be very, very difficult to be talking about this right now. And for all of you mothers out there, enjoy every single moment, every single minute, every single second with your kids. You don't know when time is. And we all, as a parent, will love to believe that our kids are going to be here with us forever. And we think that we are going to be the first ones to go and not our kids. It must be devastating, unbelievably hard to go through what you're going through, sweetheart. And my heart, my prayers goes out to you because it is definitely, I can understand. I can wildly imagine. I have never gone through it myself. And honestly, God gives you what you can handle. And I'm sure it feels like you can't handle right now. But I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Take a big breath and take a couple of minutes. I will cut a couple of words on my sponsor, and I'm here for you. I understand your pain. I can, as I said earlier, I can just imagine how hard this must be. But you're going, keep going, and you're talking about it, which is it's a good thing. It helps you to heal. I highly recommend for you to continue talking about this and following on his footstep. And obviously, you have a plan to continue his legacy. We need to talk about that. But I'll be right back after you have your couple of minutes.
Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide.
Hi, I'm Natasha Birchmohan, and I'm reaching out to every hardworking Canadian. The average Canadian spends most of their lifetime paying off their mortgage. What if you can have your mortgage work for you? More time for you. More time for your family. More money in your bank account. Contact Natasha Birchmohan and team, mortgage broker and qualified experts to help guide you towards financial freedom today. Visit us at bridgemoregroup.com or contact us at 1-866-553-7467 or just Google Natasha Bridgemohan at Mortgage Intelligence.
Hello, everyone. I am back. I am playing the background song right now, Sean. He is an artist who has unfortunately left us. I'm here with his mom, Naomi, which is having a very difficult time talking to us, and it's completely understandable. I'm one of the producers of the Lizy-T-Show here in Toronto, Canada. I'm with Naomi again, and if you would like to call us in, just sometimes just say a word of you. Our number is 215-383-5705, 215-383-5705, and just call in and just want to say I want to hug you, and that's really what I want to say, Naomi. Is I wish you can feel my hug. As a mother, as I said earlier, it must be very, very difficult. What are your plans, Naomi, for your son? As you mentioned earlier, he had left a legacy. There's songs, there is poetry, there is a lot of stuff that he left behind. What is your plan with all the work that he had left you with?
Well, my plan is to still to raise awareness, about what happened to him, and also trying to start a campaign of all innocent lives who was killed by New Jersey Transit and Coach USA bus driver, which has happened a lot in here in New Jersey. And, there's nothing to be done about it because the bus driver jumped the curb and ended my son's life, And as we speak, and I'm still fighting for justice, unfortunately, by myself. So I trying to take this legacy, and I wrote to politicians, everything, trying to get a law implemented because all these lives is taken in vain unfairly, you know. So it's like it's out of control, you know. So I use his I don't know if you saw, he have a Naila collection. And what I do, what he was doing created a T-shirt line, because I had my own designing business, and I worked with distribution company already, you know, out of state, so it was not much that he had to do on the end of marketing and merchandising, because I already had the connection. You know, and he also was a visual artist. You know, he drew as well, and he saw my art, because I draw. So when he was younger, around 8 years old, he saw my artwork, and he like, oh, wow, Mom, teach me how to draw. And I said to him, you know, I said, well, you can practice made perfect, you know. And he like, well, I'm going to take your artwork and show it to everybody and tell mine. But you can't do that. So I specialize my art talent, my visual talent of artwork is in like caricatures. But I evolved into doing abstract art. So he practiced and practiced. He became better than a teacher, but his skill was more so. His skill was more so human features. He was good with the shading. So he was good with that, you know. Which
well,
is
obviously
also,
you were obviously you were a good mother and a good teacher, and definitely he followed on your footsteps. Tell us a little bit about. I mean, you probably received the information secondhand from what happened, and I know in Toronto has been happening a lot lately as well. I have a close friend which almost passed away as well with a public transportation driver. I almost left this person on a wheelchair, but what was the information? And why is it taking this long? This happened now, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of months ago. How long did this happen?
2012. Actually, it's just so eerie because Wednesday, July the 18th, 2007, in Bloomfield, New Jersey, the Bloomfield police officer was chasing a stolen car and hit me head on. And then 5 years later, Wednesday, July the 18th, 2012, in the same town, my son get killed by the bus driver who jumped the curb. He ran my son over twice, and then he dragged him.
Oh, Lord. Yes. Yeah, take a couple of minutes, Naomi. And it's very unfortunate that things like that are happening. What I am not happy and what is not justice, it is since 2012, Naomi has been to get the case solved, and unfortunately there hasn't been any justice yet. And you have, as you mentioned it earlier, you have written to officials and people of power. You know, if there is anything that here in Toronto we can do to help you out, just let us know. We will love to write to anybody and reinforce that this is not okay. I mean, definitely justice needs to come to fruition for this horrible crime, and you haven't received any sort of compensation right now as of today. You haven't received any settlement, or even when this case is even remotely going to be closed?
Well, see, the thing is with the settlement, yeah, they gave compensation, you know, but the thing is, money is not going to bring myself back. I see money as like a bribe, because with the company, what they were trying to do, they were trying to get me to sign a gag order. And, you know, when you sign a gag order, that means you can't talk about the case, you know, because it becomes closed information. However, I know my rights, and I told them, I told the lawyer that I said I declined, because that's my First Amendment. I have a right to freedom of speech. How you can't I have a right to practice that's my constitutional right. You know.
Absolutely, yeah, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And if you don't talk about it, those things are going to continue to happen. Unfortunately, you're setting an example to other parents, to other people that are probably going through the same thing, and nobody's saying anything about it. Here you are, and you're absolutely right. There's no money in the world who could substitute for the loss that you are going through right now, and it's going to take a lot of time to heal. I can tell you that, Naomi. It's a lot of prayer, a lot of seeking, a lot of therapy, and some people it's a constant struggle daily. For a very long time, but our prayers are with you. So we want to help you. We'll be playing some of the songs in his honor. Tomorrow would have been his birthday. How many years will he been celebrating tomorrow?
Yeah, March the 5th would be his birthday. I would like to add that when it happened, because I know you asked me earlier, I didn't answer, but when it happened, his friend is a female. Where I used to live at, she had lived right across the hall from where we used to live at. And my son knocked on the door. He said, "Mom, Noble got killed." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "A bus hit her at the intersection." And as I looked at the mom, I'm like, I just cannot imagine not knowing 5 months, 26 days, my son get killed the same way. People don't realize in the United States, Coach USA bus company is operated from Scotland. They're from Scotland. And a lot of people don't know that in New Jersey, when you're trying to complain, it's hard for you to complain about it. And the reason why I know, because I'm going through it, and it's a family-owned Coach USA, and New Jersey Transit, which is the largest transportation company in the United States. They are subcontracted under them. And I have this woman who saw an article about what happened to my son. She had contacted me because articles all over on the internet about what happened to my son, because my son's best friend, he was keeping it out there. He went to the news people and kept it out there, and then I started keeping it out there. And they trying to keep me hush and telling the attorney that I had to beg me not to stop. I said, no, people need to know. This is how come if I don't speak about it, no one will know. So anyway, the woman contacted me through Facebook. She had emailed me. She said, I saw your article, and she shared her story. And she said, my sister got ran over by New Jersey Transit, and she lost both of her legs. And she said her sister had to go undergo multiple surgery, and then her sister had slipped into a coma. And she was, devastated. She said, you know what? No, Mom shouldn't have to go through what you've gone through. And I said, your sister shouldn't have to go through what she's going through. And they brushed her sister case under the rug. The sister my sister can't talk to you because she's going through the case. And I said, which is understandable. And most people who do that is a bribe, money in exchange of your silence. No, other words, you can keep that money, because if everybody keep quiet inside gag order, no one will never know. So she said, I would like to, trying to find out how we can hold these bus drivers accountable. And she said the bus driver had a bad driver's record, like my son, the guy who killed my son. Come on, that's a vehicle homicide,
And that's one of the things that makes me want to think. And I hate to be judgmental, to be thinking people. But I'm wondering if those, and we go through this here in Toronto and Canada, believe it or not, we're a lot more lenient and accepting than other races and other beliefs and things like that, comparing to our brothers and sisters in the United States. But if this company is hiring from outside, from Irish, looks to me like they're targeting of people like your son, because this is not the first time, and how that is going to be one of the key things, is to be able to prove that this has been done. And I hate to think that it's been done on purpose.
Okay, actually, the thing is, when with the prosecutor that I have, what they've been going through, they've been trying to convince me that it was an accident. And, as a mother, you know your child. I'm like, my son is not. They was trying to say my son was chasing the bus, And I know even his friend, when it first happened, his friends who used to catch the public transportation with him, they said, no, he doesn't do that, which is his stage name, Sean Mason. His birth name is Deshon. They said Deshon would never do anything like that. He doesn't do that. So I'm thinking, because I'm like, well, I'm always driving, and I don't think, is he like that? And then I remember that when we was on vacation, and you know how you had to connect the train, go to the next whatever section of the other plane that you got to catch the next plane to. So we went there, and I was my sister and I. We was like running, and we're like, "Come on, Deshon, hurry up, hurry up." He like, "Why run and chase, the train?" He said, "Something could happen bad. You just couldn't just wait for another one." So that's what he was saying. So how they were saying that he was chasing it, I'm like, okay, that's not my son, So they was trying to cover it up. I got a call, and they like, "Oh, we have a package for you, of yours." I'm like, "A package of mine?" I said, "I didn't lose anything, So I'm thinking here. I said, "Okay, what package?" And I'm looking in my pocketbook. I'm like, "I have my driver's license. What are you talking about?" So then they said, "Well, it's urgent that you come here." I said, "Okay, what's something wrong with my sister? Because my older sister forever getting in trouble." So I'm thinking her. So they still like escaping around my question and answering. I said, "Is my son? Do you have my son? Or we come where you at?" So I said, "No, I come there, because I was at the hospital with my mom getting her eye surgery." So I finally go there, and then I saw like 3 people coming to me, and I know what 3 people coming to me is not good, because that happened with my brother. My brother got killed in 1992. He got shot. So when 3 of them come to me, I said, "Okay, this is not good." So they said, "Oh, your son was in an accident." And see, when I hear an accident, I'm thinking my son was on the bus, and the bus, sometimes hard for me to say the word bus, but, collided into an object, or my son was in the car with somebody, and the car collided into the bus. This is what I'm thinking. That's what I think of an accident. So I broke down. Of course, I cried, and to rush me to the hospital, because I'm like, okay, what? And so when we got to the house, my sister started looking on the internet, because it was all on the internet, and it was on local news, and, well, it was on national news as well, And so when my sister looked, and people was telling their story, the guy jumped the curb, and they was like, according to them, he hit my son White one time. So as I got the lawyers and everything involved, and the autopsy showed that the driver ran my son twice. And then after that, we meaning my son's best friend, Mom, and I, we went to the local area, because I had a friend who's a judge, and told me what to do. So I spoke to the people in the area, and the guy said that, one of the guys from Exxon gas station crossed from the bus. He's like, "No, your son was already at the bus stop." He said, "Your son wasn't late." He said, "Go to 7-Eleven and check." So I went to 7-Eleven. My son used his credit card, and it showed the time he left. The bus come at 10:47. My son left 7-Eleven at 10:30. Why would he be chasing? So this is what they're trying to do, because the victim is not here. So they sit here and they blame the victim for their demise, because they can't speak. Luckily, I had somebody.
Well, good thing that you are here, Naomi, and that you are pursuing this. I can tell that you are not going to let it dry. You're not going to let it go. You're not going to let it go by. You are going to be fighting for good for you. As I mentioned earlier, need from us. We're here to support you. Definitely prayer is a must for God to bring justice to this case. And unfortunately, via your experience, you hopefully will able to get justice for other people if this is an ongoing thing, if this is a pattern, if there is a target to people like your son that not. I mean, even if it's one person, even if it's one thing that we can say or do for this to come to justice. It's imperative that we do not shut up about it. And I'm glad that you're here sharing a very, very, very difficult story with our audience, and with the public, and all over Canada, and this is going to go all over United States and many other countries as well. Take note, everyone. We should not be quiet about things that are happening in this world. It is imperative for all of us to talk about these situations like this. I hate to think that this is a racial again, I am not the judge, but to me it looks like and it sounds like. And Naomi, I can talk to you, and I know you need to talk. You need this, but unfortunately, we're starting to. I want you to think about what can the audience, what can my audience do? How can we help, and how can something like that happen again? What can the audience, what can the public do in order to prevent issues like this?
Well, I'm at the point of get ready to give up, because it's like nothing. I'm fighting for myself by myself, and nothing can be done. I mean, I wrote people to tell them to write to the prosecutor and put pressure, because when I spoke to a criminal lawyer, they said there's nothing they can do. They said what you can do, you need to get the people involved to put pressure on the prosecutor and the district attorney, which I wrote to the district attorney, and they ignored me. So they say you need time to grow an alliance and have people write to them and keep it exposed in the news and everything. And that's how it will be changed, unless, you got to expose them and put pressure. Even though it went to the grand jury, and people don't realize with the grand jury, it's secretive. So being that my son is not here, they can put evidence shows that he's the one that's guilty for his demise. And the thing is, I had somebody contact the grand jury. They won't tell you anything. I spoke to a judge. They said what grand jury is secretive. You never know what they presented, and they won't tell you. Isn't that sad? And it's supposed to be our justice system. So I try to ask people, trying to help write to the district attorney, trying to speak about it. And, a lot of people, like the woman who came to me, she said, I'm glad that you never signed the gag order. Because you did. Because some people do. That's why you probably don't hear it, because they signed the gag order and they don't know their constitutional right. So I just trying to get people to spread the word, and trying to get people to write to the district attorney and let them know this is an epidemic going on here. This is not normal. This to me is like an act of genocide. You genocide. You just sitting here killing people, and it's mighty funny you said it sound like you don't want to pull the race card, but when it first happened, that's what one of the news reporters told me. She said, your son's case is just like Trayvon Martin case. I said, what do you mean? My son wasn't shot. She said, no, with the prosecutor, with the corruption. I said, you're right. So I put the video, I don't know if I share with you, but I put the prosecutor video, the mishandling of my son's case from the prosecutor. I put that on YouTube. I put on YouTube. I said, because people need to know. Along with the deposition, I put that all online as well. It's crazy.
Naomi, don't give up. And I know it's hard. It's easier for me to say it because I'm on the other side. But I think that unfortunately, God has given you this trial in order to use you as an example for other parents. For probably going to be a very, very long process. It happened in 2012 to 2019. We're still here. And this is your cross to carry. This is your trial, your challenge. And we here at the Lizy-T-Show in Canada, we will be having this video, this recording for a very, very, very long time. And I am sure that I'm not going to be taking it off online. We need to bring justice to a situation like this. This is not acceptable. Again, this sounds to me like a race crime, and it's 2019, guys. So come on. I mean, It's definitely not acceptable. Naomi, unfortunately, we are really running out of time. I need to move on to the next section. I want to my prayers and my condolences and to more you've been here with us, but unfortunately, he had a better place to go. We need to believe in that, and the legacy stays. He's your trial stays, and literally, we are definitely supporting you 150%. I want to thank you for being with us today, and keep strong, my sister. Keep strong, my friend.
I'm trying. Thank you for having me, and I greatly appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Other places with me.
That's right. And we'll be playing, by the way, in Sean's song that is called So Good. This is in memory, and happy birthday for you. Tomorrow, Sean, wherever you are.
Gotta get him that girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. That girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. That girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. In the winter, never stop for a minute. Take our clothes off and never stop till we finish, girl. Yo, I was just thinking like maybe get together tonight or something. Word. Alright. See you later. We sweat close, the windows they just smoke. She feeling the next stroke, I'm giving the next stroke. She telling me right there, I'm kissing her neck. Oh, baby, I'm right here, baby, I'm right here. Kissing my chest, so she pulling me in close. And all you heard were the moans when I kissed her. And when we called out, it sound like whispers. All on the thighs where I kissed her. Splash from the waterfalls, missed us. Splash from the waterfalls, missed us. Fell in the days, you can tell she's amazed. And she dozed off to sleep with me wrapped in the legs. That girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. That girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. That girl wants me, that girl needs me. I think we're better together, but don't tease me. Hot in the winter, never stop for a minute. Take our clothes off and never stop till we finish, girl. And it feels so right, and it feels so good, and it feels so right. Hot in the winter, never stop till we finish, girl. I wrap my hands on the thighs and the hips and massaging the legs, my eyes and my lips. Set the set up ablaze, fire hydrant that shit. Got her head by her legs, some contortionist trick. Front stroke, back stroke, missionary, that's it. From the back with her legs up, porno type shit, and it feels so right. Hot and it feels so good for a minute, and it feels so right. And it feels so good, and it feels so right. Hot in the winter, never stop for a minute, and it feels so right. Hot in the winter, never stop for a minute.
I don't see no red light, no stop sign. It's go time, sprint right to the finish. That what goes on in my mind. It's my turn to win it. I go so hard when I grind. Ain't no gold on the surface, so I gotta dig the fire. And I'm so motivated, and I'm so dedicated. Yeah, I know you hate it, but you can't infiltrate it. Got 100,000 reasons why I'm doing what I do. What you know about dreaming and making it come true. Never been the type to give up on nothing, I'm too stubborn. Even when I face death, I laugh like you bluffing. I'm smart, but I'm still rough from start to the finish tough. My endurance come from watching mama, she ain't give up. I'm made from the same stuff, the same cut. I won't lie, sometimes I think this is too much, but I don't see no red light or no stop sign. It's go time, sprint right to the finish. That's what goes on in my mind. I don't see no red light or no stop sign. It's go time, sprint right to the finish. That's what goes on in my mind. And I'm so motivated, and I'm so dedicated. I'm still going, still growing, still showing I was made for this. Since a kid I've been knowing that my destiny is greatness. I'm through being on the wait list, no longer got the patience. And my chance to really take it and make it. Everybody know that I'm real. It really feel how I feel. Mr. B.A.D. been in the field, facing bullets that would kill. But I don't see no red light or no stop sign. It's go time, sprint right to the finish. That's what goes on in my mind. I don't see no red light or no stop sign. It's go time, sprint right to the finish. That's what goes on in my mind. And I'm so motivated, and I'm so dedicated. I don't see no red light or no stop sign. I don't see no red light or no stop sign. I don't see no red light or no stop sign. I don't see no red light.
That was Walt P. Motivated. Next up, everyone, will be Kaya Miranda, is beautiful gospel singer from LA, and the song is called Higher, Higher. Love her song.
I see a mother at the bus stop making her way to work. I see a young girl looking at her purse, dreaming about self-worth. But everything will fade, so let's call a spade a spade. This is temporary, temporary. Want you to carry me through the storm. I wanna lift you up higher in the city streets full of poverty, and the businessman has seen by. I wanna lift you higher, higher. I wanna lift you higher, higher. Shaking hands with the homeless at a corner by the bay. Never thought I'd hear a story instead of begging me for change. He knows he doesn't need any material thing. This is temporary, temporary. Want you to carry me through the storm. I wanna lift you up higher in the city streets full of poverty, and the businessman has seen by. I wanna lift you higher, higher. I wanna lift you higher, higher. You gotta lose yourself, no matter what comes your way. We gotta lift him high. Want you to carry me through the storm. I wanna lift you up higher in the city streets full of poverty, and the businessmen passing by. I wanna lift you higher, higher. 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 I just wanna dance, but everybody looks up so late. Texting on their phones. Well, I think that's really crazy. Come across the room, me and you. I just can't deny it. You get me excited. Come across the room, me and you. I just can't deny it. You should come try it. Across the room.
What a night chillin' with my crew. Me and you, we could do what you wanna do. Grinding on the dick, baby, do what it do. Can't take my eyes off you. Feeling on my body like you know me. Baby girl, number one, you my trophy. Got a nigga feeling like it was a goalie. Gripping on your waist while you move slowly. Back to quarter back, yeah. Ease your mind, you right in time, yeah. Want you grind for me, baby girl, want you grind for me, yeah.
I really wanna shake it. Eyes on me, it's just like you see me naked. Move to the left, move to the right, vibe right. I'ma get you lost tonight. And as we move to the floor, you know I'ma put on the show. I'ma ride the boat, ride the boat. Work the middle, just a little. Tryna have a private party with your body. Moving on your wood, yeah, I see the excitement. Everybody wants my body, but my body's wanting you. Everybody wants my party, but the party's here with you. Take your key into my ignition. Let go of all your inhibitions. Across the room, me and you. I just can't deny it. You get me excited. From across the room, me and you. I just can't deny it. You should come try it. Across the room.
And that was Deshon, everyone. Impossible. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for your amazing dedication towards us. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow with another show, another amazing guest. Stay tuned. I'm your host and one of the producers of the Lizy-T radio show. And don't forget, we are on YouTube as well, our TV show. Bye-bye for now.
Show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show, the Lizy-T Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new?
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow, that's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer. That's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Old moon, yeah. That's Hugo, tickling the ivories. He just saved by bundling home and auto with Progressive. Gonna finally buy a ring for that gal of yours, Hugo? Send her my condolences. Hi-oh! This next one's for you two. There's a burglar in my heart. Thank you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.